Okay, so now we are ready to install Kubuntu Linux into the virtual machine that we have previously created. That is our virtual machine. Okay, remember that we went through a short process of creating it. Now, in order for you to be able to complete this step, you have to download the Kubuntu installation file. To do that, open the web browser and then go to the URL kubuntu.org get Kubuntu. Okay, so kubuntu.org get Kubuntu. You will see the link for Kubuntu 14.04 LTS long-term support. Expand that link and then you will see a button for download Kubuntu 14.04 LTS 32-bit recommended. So when you click on it, on this button, the download will begin, and it's quite a large download, around 1 gigabyte. It's 1 gigabyte in size, so give it some time to finish. Once you have downloaded this file, you will be able to continue. Now, do not take the 64-bit. We don't really need the 64-bit. 32-bit is a bit more stable, and that is the version that we are going to use in our class. So once again, download Kubuntu 14.04 LTS 32 bits. That is what you are downloading. That is the file that will get downloaded. Kubuntu 14.04 desktop with some numbers .iso. Leave it as ISO. Do not extract the information from this file. Okay, so at this point I'm assuming that you have that file downloaded, so I will just start installation. Okay, so exit. Okay, so to start the installation, you need to play the virtual machine. Okay, so this is the virtual machine that we have installed previously. So select it and say play the virtual machine. As before, you will get that error message that will tell you that the operating system not found. And of course, we will now do the installation of the operating system. Okay, we need to give it a minute. Okay, almost there. Actually, I don't even think we need to wait. So, yeah, it's almost there. Okay, so OS not found. So click on player, go to removable devices, CD, DVD, and then go to settings. Okay, so once again, player, removable devices, CD, DVD, settings. Okay. The new dialog, you will see the CD, DVD is selected. Make sure that the device status is set to connected. Okay. Then switch from using the physical drive to use the ISO image file. Click the browse button and go to the folder where you have saved the ISO installation file for Kubuntu. Mine is in downloads. That is the one. Okay. So select it, click open, and you should see that the file is now selected as the ISO image file for our installation. Okay. So click OK. So now we need to reset the virtual machine. Click on the player, click on power, and say restart guest. Okay. If you get some kind of a confirmation, do you really want to reset the virtual machine? Yes. The answer is yes. At this point, the installation file will be detected and the installation will begin. Okay. You will see the Kubuntu logo and then the first step for the installation. It's not as fast as I would like it to be, but it's alright. Okay. So this is the first screen that you will get. This is the screen that will give you pretty much two options. Option number one, okay, I cannot expand it to, it's alright. So the first option will be to try Kubuntu, and the second option will be to install Kubuntu. do not use the try Kubuntu, because this will simply run the operating system for you, but you will not be able to save any of your work. Okay, so we need to choose to install Kubuntu. So choose this option, install Kubuntu. Okay. The next screen is the preparing screen. You should have the check marks for the hard drive space, and in order to be successful with this installation, you need to be connected to the internet. Okay, so make sure that you have check marks for those first two checks. Then do not check to install third-party software, and do not check to download the updates while installing, because this will extend the time required to perform the installation. We will do this later if necessary. Okay. Okay, for some silly reason I don't see the next button, but okay, that is the. So if you don't see the next button, as in my case, just grab the screen and drag it a bit to the left, and you should see the continue button as a result. Okay, so click continue. Okay, the next screen. The next screen will be, I wonder why I cannot expand it. Okay, the next screen will be about installation type. Okay, the installation type that we will choose is guided, use entire disk. This entire disk is not really your whole hard drive. This entire disk is the virtual disk that we have created when we prepared the virtual machine. Okay, so that is that 8 GB virtual machine hard drive that will be used for the installation. So don't worry, you will not be destroying any of the files that you currently have on your Windows machine. Okay. So once again, guided, use entire disk, and then click install now. Okay, next screen will be the time zone. This is the time zone. So we are in Canada, but we are not in Rainy River. So open it, find Toronto, and click continue. Next screen, anytime now, will be the keyboard layouts. Leave it as at US. Do not switch to Canadian keyboard layout, because that will be bilingual layouts and it will be tricky to switch between the layouts. So English US for the layout and English US for the variant. So don't change those values. So click continue. Okay, this is one of the most important screens because this is where you will select create a user account for yourself. Okay, so your name, type your name, pick a username. I would really advise you to choose a username that you will not forget. Okay, use your George Brown username, or a name of an email account that you frequently use, but choose a name that you will not forget. Same applies to the password. This is going to be an admin password as well. So if you forget this password, you will have to reinstall the Linux. So once again, choose the username and the password that you will not forget. The computer name is not really important, so whatever is typed here, so leave it as is. Okay, we will not be working with the computer name in this course. Now for the options that we have remaining, require my password to log in, leave this option. Login automatically, do not switch to this one, so require my password to log in. Okay, and do not choose to encrypt the home folder, because this will simply slow down your virtual machine and will not give you any benefits. We will not have any high secret data that needs to be encrypted. So once done, click continue, and you will see that the installation at this point will continue, the installation options, and at this point there is really nothing else to do, just to wait for the installation to finish. Okay, so as you can see, Kubuntu is being installed. If you like this stage of the installation will not last long. If you're not lucky, this stage can last for quite some time. It all depends on the internet connection, and it all depends on how busy the server that you have connected to for the installation is. Okay, so it could be anything from 5 minutes to 15, 20, even 40 minutes. So it depends on how lucky you are. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video at this point, and then I will resume the video once this step is completed.